So I was taken straight up to the Royal London, blue lighted in an ambulance, which I've never been in an ambulance before, so I was actually quite excited about it, to be honest. I was there still in shock, hadn't cried, hadn't really let it sink in, and my mum was in the ambulance with me, being sick in a bucket because we were going so fast. You were on a train on your way there.
Yeah, I had to get a train down.
My dad was on his way to London. Everyone sort of was rallying around us to come and meet us at the hospital, which was really nice. They put me onto the neuro ward, and we kind of got settled in there for a few days, and I had lots of different tests. I had MRI scans, I had CT scans, and we kind of just...
You name it.
Yeah.
So the final decision that was made was that Shannon was going to have our baby on the 8th of January. So it was a few days after that she'd been taken down to London. And she was going to have a C-section, and then they were going to wait a few days and then do the brain surgery.
Sorry, I just need to cough. So I had C-section and everything went to plan. Everything went really well. We had our stop staring at me. We had our son Edison, and he was born at 2:41 p.m. and he weighed 4 pounds 9. So he was really tiny, but he was absolutely perfect. I woke up in the recovery because I'd literally just had C-section. I couldn't go anywhere, so I was just recovering from my general anaesthetic, and Tim was in the special baby care, so we FaceTimed each other, didn't we? So you showed me Edison, I could see him, and I sat with my mum and we looked at FaceTime, and we could talk to him and you could talk to us, so that was really, really sweet. And it wasn't until the next day, when I was completely recovered from the general anaesthetic, that you wheeled me down to see Edison for the first time.
Yeah, that was a good day.
It was the best day, wasn't it? It was amazing. I mean, I couldn't get up or go anywhere, and I was still attached to lots of different machines and stuff, but I was able to hold him, and we were able to take our first family picture, and you did his nappy, and it was really special. And the first couple of days after having the cesarean, when I saw Edison, it was really special, and it wasn't until a few days before the surgery that seeing him became quite difficult. The first couple of days I really enjoyed seeing him, and I loved cuddling him and singing him songs, but the few days before I went for brain surgery were really tough for me, and I didn't enjoy seeing him as much. I was more worried, and I didn't want to bond with him because I was scared that I wouldn't make it through the brain surgery, and I was scared that he would end up without a mum, so I didn't want him to get to know me as such. I just was quite worried. I was quite worried that he would create this bond with me and then I wouldn't be there. So I remember, as much as it was lovely to have a new baby and to be a family, it was really, really hard because it was a reminder of what I could lose. And
you got 4 or 5 days with him before you went down into your surgery, didn't you?
Yeah, 4 or 5 really special days, the three of us sort of getting to know what it was like being a mum and a dad. So the 13th of January came around really quickly, and that was operation day. I was taken down to theatre, was it in the morning?
Mm-hmm. So Shan was in surgery for about 8 or 9 hours that day. I spent the day in the intensive care unit with Edison and my mum, and we were just learning things like giving him a bath and stuff and waiting for Shannon. It was really nerve-wracking, but eventually I got a phone call saying that Shannon was in recovery, so I could go and see her.
Yeah. I don't remember that recovery. I mean, I remember recovering from the C-section, I remember what I said and stuff, but I don't remember this one at all.
Me neither.
Do you know?
But yeah, you were in so many. You were in like
we?
5 recoveries, so I don't remember all.
Yeah.
They all blurred into one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do remember you being completely different than after your C-section, because you had a big bandage around your head and you weren't aware of much that was going on around you,
and I was definitely in a lot more pain.
Yeah.
Sorry, my throat's really sore.
So, So on the way into recovery, me and Shannon's mum talked to the surgeon, and he said that everything had gone really well. Shannon should be out of hospital within 10 days, and we were really looking forward to her getting to spend time with Edison and us as a family.
So it wasn't until the next day that the surgeon came back round, and we kind of found out the ins and outs of how everything went. I was diagnosed with a grade 1
Grade 1 ganglioma,
Yeah.
which is really rare to have in adults. It's usually found in children.
So yeah, they think that it'd been there since I was a child and just been slow growing. So they told us it was 5.5 centimetres by 5 centimetres, which is pretty big, and we all kind of said to each other, oh, no wonder you were having really bad headaches, because that's huge. So we just carried on being in hospital and trying to focus on me getting better and getting out, and then starting our life as a family.